Hello everybody, today we are playing Zoo Tycoon 2 yet again. I'm going back to my roots in this episode because I had a really bad day trying to record some stuff. Just recorded episode 5 of Carnivore Park, you know, the Jurassic World Evolution series that I have. Well, that's not really true. I recorded it, I edited the whole thing. I had about 35 minutes of footage and I edited that down to 7.5 minutes. I skipped a lot of stuff, but I felt like, because I was talking about such a deep topic about mental illness and whatnot, I do not feel like that was perfect at all. But anyways, first of all we get a marine animal challenge here, which is really nice. If we can raise 500 in donations for marine animals within 2 months, they will give us a free gift card. We actually had this challenge in the first Marine Animals Park that I opened, or the series that I had. And that series didn't end well at all either, to be honest with you. I don't know, that series just, there were so many bugs about the game that I didn't like by the end of it, with the elevated paths and whatnot. But yeah, it feels really good to come back to a game and just record. I don't really want to edit much of this, so prepare for some not really edited stuff. Sorry about that. I just need this little break here. You know, I actually might just place these Manta rays here. Yeah, why not? What we are going to do is go into coastal. A very weird thing about Manta rays, as I explained in my other series, is that in Zoo Tycoon 2, whatever the biome of the animal is, like listed under here, you know, biomodification, you have to have this biome. But Manta rays, so they have to have reef, but Manta ray is probably the only animal in the game that can very comfortably live in a coastal biome as well as a pelagic biome. Because if you read their bio, if you read their listing, it actually tells you that, you know, they migrate in open oceans, which is a very, very cool fact about these guys. You can place them in, you know, one of 3 biomes. It's pretty much the only animal that you can do this in this game. So we need a path right next to their exhibit. The way this game works is you have to have fence, but this counts as an exhibit as well. And until guests can actually get to that exhibit, they will not come to your park. I actually have a really cool idea where we do this. That's $1,000. That little wall costs as much as one of these Manta rays. How crazy is that? And we're actually going to flatten this terrain. 1 second. Oops. Perfect, look at that. And we can lower this one and put a path right there. It doesn't have to touch the exhibit wall. In Zoo Tycoon 2 you can just have it one off, basically. So guests will come in, they will come here, and they will be pleasantly surprised that we have a huge exhibit. And we are going to rework this later, but I just want to open the park as soon as possible. I'm gonna put down a pirate themed donation box, because they cost the same, so we might as well just build at our heart's content. I also want to place down some belugas. Now, belugas live in the tundra. Normally I wouldn't place tundra in such a warm zoo. Not because they have any problems whatsoever, but I like theming my park, you know. This is a warm environment, so I want to place warm animals. But we kind of have to place these belugas because these animals can be trained in shows. And shows, once we have a marine show ready, that will take a lot of time. That will give us a lot of donation money as well. What I'm actually gonna do here is do a little crevice, like a coiled crevice, if you know what I mean. We're gonna use a rock here, because it makes it look like the cliff edge. Nice and grey. Looks really cool. There we go. And then we're gonna make deep water. That is the deepest you can build in this game. Actually, no, wow. Okay, so that's the deepest you can build when it comes to non-water, but with water it's super deep, it seems like. Crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And you guys know me, I love waterfalls, so what I'm about to do will blow your minds. Just a little waterfall. Can actually make it a bit smoother here and there, you know. So it's a bit more natural. I feel like Bob Ross when I'm doing these. I wonder if he would be proud. Let's place these animals as well. And now the only problem is that these guests cannot see these beluga whales. You can't really make a proper elevated path down. You can only make them up properly. But what we'll do is make something here. Like so. You know, just something, basically. I like to remove some of these paws because it doesn't really affect the game whatsoever, it just looks better. I'm gonna put a Tundra donation box because it's, you know, cooler theme. I'm also going to buy a bench. There's no pirate bench, unfortunately. I'll just buy a normal one because it's a bit cheaper than the themed ones. And we basically ran out of money. Let's go into Zookeeper mode by pressing G and then clean this water, refill this. And also clean this water. Refilling food, if you are in Zookeeper mode, it doesn't cost any money. Let's also wash these guys. Washing animals, refilling stuff in Zookeeper mode doesn't cost any money. Unless you buy a Zookeeper, where it's really expensive. You have to pay 500 for them every month. That's their salary. And they also pay extra money for refilling stuff. That's a bit annoying. I'm also going to buy some stands. Some non-themed ones for now. Hot dog stand and the soda stand are really just the fan favorites, whatever level your park is. Very important to buy some trash cans as well. For now I'm not gonna buy these flower posts and stuff like that, you know, the arch. I should. At 1 star we will unlock new stuff that we can place down. New arches and stuff like that. What I actually want to work on now is the marine show stand. The show platform and the exhibit. We have to have an actual exhibit for that. It cannot be, unfortunately, just a giant free hall. The reason why I built this giant hall is because it doesn't cost any money to terraform or place water. It costs a lot of money to place down these tank walls though, unfortunately. That's all we can afford for now. The main reason I love this game is because it's very hard. You don't get any money whatsoever. Look at this, I mean, we had this up for about 12 minutes now. And the total amount of donations that we got is $45. That's nothing. People are now here. What about this one? 238, that's a bit better. And I'm also going to place down the training. You need to buy a training area for you to be able to train your animals before we can, you know, do the shows. I'm gonna do this because we are waiting for more money anyways. I might as well be doing something. And I'll train the best one, Squirt. Now, to train your animals, you have to do a little QTE event. If you don't know what QTE means, it's essentially, I think it stands for, yeah, Quick Time Event. It's not really a Quick Time event, it's because that's a different type of game. But anyone gets this, you know. Just follow it with the mouse, and then later on it gets more difficult where you have to press different buttons and clicks. Actually, beluga whales, training beluga whales and different whales is harder than training stuff like sea lions and sea otters. So this is, you start with a really hard animal to train, to be honest. We got an achievement for training, you know, at least. Getting a 100% training score at least once. There are these really easy achievements. Oh, I forgot to buy. That person is pissed because he needs to piss. He's pissed because he needs to piss. Because I forgot to buy a bathroom. I'm not sure if I can afford one. I think it's only $100. It's really cheap, actually. Come back, boy. Or girl. That's a girl. The first animal I always buy is always a male, and the second one is a female. I'm not trying to be sexist, it's just, I don't know, it's a habit. It's easy to remember, you know, which animals are males and females if you do it like that. Here we go, let's clean stuff. And then let's get back to training. You can actually, so, for an animal to be fully trained in a trick, you need to get all these 5 circles filled, right? And the shortest possible way to do this is to get above 90% on at least 3. I'm missing 2 circles here, but I'm actually gonna get 2 circles right now if I get above 90%, but it's gonna be really hard. Let's try. Fuck. Normally here I just reset, because it takes a lot of time for them to complete the trick anyways, and I have to redo it and redo it, so if I don't get 90% here, I'm just gonna escape out and reset again. Nice. As you'll see, it will be 5 circles. Here we go. It's 15 minutes into the episode. If you enjoyed this one, please like and subscribe. I play different Tycoon games, as you can tell. I cannot talk when I'm concentrating on that, even though it's very easy. I don't know. I just freak myself out if I keep talking. But yeah, it would be nice to have a, you know, a Tycoon community on this channel. I would love if I had a bigger audience. Yeah, this is probably the hardest trick you can... One of the hardest tricks you have to learn. So the next time we'll do this, you'll have a heart attack. Just sit down. Please sit down for the next part, because that's gonna be a shocker, okay? Look at this. What the hell is this? This is insane. As I said, one of probably... I don't know if this is the hardest trick, but definitely like top 3. Oh my god! Oh my god! I did this trick with my killer whales like a month ago when I was playing this game, and what I just did, it took me, I kid you not, like 30 tries. That is insane. It also helps that I'm playing with less lag in the game. I found a way to increase the FPS above the standard 30. When you launch this is a very old game. The basic game the vanilla game was done in like 2004 or something like that. When you launch this game, you get 30 FPS maximum, even if you have a beefy computer. But if you add it into your, NVIDIA, or if you have a AMD, then Radeon settings, like the gaming settings, you can actually increase the FPS above that. So that's what I'm doing right now, which is nice. We have a couple of minutes left in the episode. Let's try to finish this tank wall. Ooh, just about. And then what you have to do is make sure that this side is water as well. We'll lower it a bit. You see? It's a bit connected. Is this? Oh no, we have to make sure that the tank is lower. See? And this way we can actually... Let's lower this completely. So we lowered it completely because then guests can come here and they actually can see the show. Otherwise they couldn't. And we'll put down a tank wall. Can we afford it? No, we cannot. But you put down a tank wall here, and then this is what the animals will use to go into the show once it's starting. But that will probably be in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more. I also do Jurassic World Evolution. I'm hoping to play Parkosaurus again when it gets an update, because it's a bit boring for me right now. And of course I play this game, and I'm hoping to play some other Tycoon Zoo games in the future, and of course World of Warcraft when it comes out, the classic. See ya!